Hey everyone, Dr. Obam Bowen here. Happy Thursday. Absolutely excited to be here sharing with you today. And as usual, it is still 2021, the year of the one thing. And the one thing I'm going to be sharing on today and for the remainder of this year is growth. Growth for me personally in my life, in my business, and in my health. So, most importantly though, I'm going to be sharing tips, tools, and techniques in helping you grow your business specifically, and some tips in growing your life too. But as you look up, you'll see today's topic, which is success shouldn't be that difficult. So before we jump into that topic, let me give you my definition of growth, and that is simply this. Growth is that thing that you consistently do to move out of your current comfort zone. And me personally, moving out of my current comfort zone every quarter of the year, I go to a personal development or life transformation or a mastermind or something that is going to grow me mentally out of my current comfort zone. That's why, today I spent some time at Grant Cardone's office out here in Miami and just learned, connected, converse, chat with someone else who I believe is pretty much one of the fastest horses on the track, still doing things crazy and making phenomenal progress amidst what's going on in the world. Not a total disregard for it, but adapting and overcoming, which is what the Marines do. So let's jump into, success shouldn't be so difficult, because most of us make it difficult. So I'm gonna give you an analogy, really. Think about it. So for example, right, a radio, like the radio in your car, radio at your house, a little box radio you used to listen to. A radio, that's a receiver. A radio is a receiver, right? Radio is a receiver. Now that radio station is a transmitter. That radio station is a transmitter. So it transmits and it sends a frequency or sends a signal to the radio, which is a receiver. You, on the other hand, you're listening and hearing. So, the difference between a human being and the radio or the radio station is a human being is both a receiver and a transmitter. So you receive and transmit only if you're prepared for it, right? And in talking with Grant today, one of the things he actually said, which is one of the same philosophies I'm using for our daughter, Miracles. We already planned to homeschool her before she was born. And I think it's really amazing, what he said, because when you have something that you are focused on and you're building your legacy, that's what you get fanatical about, right? So he's fanatical about the whole 10x concept, and then incorporates that into his own life. So he was talking about what he's teaching his kids, and his daughter said, I didn't really teach them to count past the number 10. Because anything after 10 is irrelevant, right? It's all about 10x. Taught them what the first number was. Obviously 0, because 0 is a number. Just as long as you don't have 0 in your bank account. And if you got 0 in your bank account, how do you change that, right? But, he teaches them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10. They get to 10. And the kids ask him, okay, Daddy, what comes after 10? 100, right? Everything is 10x. It's living and embodying that philosophy. That's his message. Mine is mindset. Mine is being able to grow. This is what I'm focusing on and teaching everyone else this year. This business, it's going back to what I'm focused on this year with the Underdog Millionaire Business Accelerator, helping someone, right? Anyone who has never earned a 7-figure business within a 1-year period. If you want to do that and build a business, that's what we're helping folks do this year. So coming back to the point I made earlier, being between a radio, which is having that radio being a receiver and the radio station being a transmitter, as a human being, we're both a transmitter and a receiver. See, some of you may learn from what I am transmitting. You might receive. Some of you may not receive. And the sad part is, it doesn't matter how much I look at trying to teach and help individuals. As long as they're not prepared for the help, they'll never have the results. It's like trying to teach you're throwing the ball at someone and they keep dropping it all the time. And you're like, what's going on? And not realizing that you never taught them how to catch in the first place. So for those who have thought of a business, I realized one of those things today, listening, because it's a lot of my audience might have never even built a business. So this message today is definitely for you. If you've never built a business and you've thought of building a business, then just comment 1 below. I'll reach out to you. I'll invite you to our private group where we teach people how to start, build, launch, and scale a business. So I realize that, I talk to folks about business all the time. I might only connect with the audience that is a business owner. But those that are not, that may want to, might be a little intimidated. So now it's time for me to teach you to catch. So in other words, are you picking up what I'm putting down? Right? Are you receiving as a receiver? Then you can transmit the same. But on that same notion, very successful people, very successful businesses, they will receive the message is going out all the time and at every different level. Like 2 people can go to the same conference, same seminar, same training, and one can just literally take off and build their business with a very aggressive outcome, and the other person not so much, because they're both receivers and transmitter. One might not have received the information because they weren't prepared for it. They was never in the right environment. They were never surrounded by the right people. And my gift is taking the complicated and making it simple for others. So if business is complicated to you or for you, and you want to simplify it, type 2 in the comments. And I'll invite you to the group, and we can talk, and I want to help you. Hi, Ed. Good to see you, my friend. God bless you. But business shouldn't be that complicated. Success shouldn't be that complicated. And there are people who have been there and have done it that can simplify it and make things easier for you. And, that's my role. That's what I want to do for so many other people. The truth is, I'm living the life I'm excited about. I'm living the life I'm happy about. I keep looking over there because my wife and daughter is at the pool, right? We came down this way, spend some time here at this, I don't even know, I think it's the Marriott, at the hotel here for another few days, and then we're going to head out to Key West for another few days, and then to Naples another few days. I say that to say this. There were the times years ago when I just wanted to travel and live wherever my wife decided to be for that week. Right? That was an idea. And that's pretty much how we live life now. We go out and just live life as we decided to be. But it doesn't have to be as complicated that I made it in the beginning. So to simplify things for you is, when the information is being given, obviously I'm transmitting lots of powerful information. If you don't get it, send a message, ask. What are the points? What should I have gotten out of this message, right? And even though I take the complicated and make it simple for others, sometimes on another level, that can be a little complicated for other folks too. If you're throwing a ball to someone for them to catch it, but they didn't learn how to catch. So today is just to say this. When you choose growth, it's okay to ask questions, because not everyone is born with the answers. And even for me, the reason why at a minimum 4 times a year, once a quarter, every 90 days, I will go to another seminar, I will go to another training, or I will pay someone thousands of dollars to learn from them. And I will always find the folks that I believe at the time are basically the fastest horses on the track and have the best in play, because I want to learn what they're doing so that I can stay relevant. And when I'm able to stay relevant, that helps me to stay relevant with my clients and help them remain relevant so that they can still build what I'm teaching. A simple, very repeatable, predictable business that's profitable for them. right? So with that, I hope this message reached and touched you today. I just wanted to kind of jump on. There's a whole lot of stuff I learned today and took in. Some of it still resonating, going through in my mind. But, you know, when you need help, here's one of the biggest things I learned today. The opposite of help is betrayal. That's another deep topic. I'll probably do one on that one a whole other time. But remember that if you're not growing, you're living a life of apathy, or you're choosing apathy by default. And apathy is a natural human instinct, which is common to us all, and it consistently forces us to seek a comfort zone where nothing ever changes. And just remember that you are a radio, and you are the radio station, which makes you the receiver and the transmitter. What you're receiving, if you're not receiving it right, you're transmitting. So think about it. If your life, whatever's going on in your life wrong, you received that and you transmitted that. So you attracted that, good or bad, right? It's like, you know, the guy or girl that says, you know, there's no good guys out there because they came out of a bad relationship. Or there's no good women out there because they came out of a bad relationship. Guess what? You're putting that out there. Guess what's going to come back to you? Same thing. You are transmitting now, and you will receive what you transmit. Or if you're receiving and transmitting, you'll get that. It's easy. Jason, long time buddy, good to see you, man. Hope all is well. Aloha. But just remember that if you are receiving growth, which is making you uncomfortable, eventually it stretches that comfort zone, take you into a different one. So choose growth. For if you don't choose growth, you're choosing apathy by default, and you will fail. But not here. God bless you. Hope this message touched you. If it has, if it reached you, do me a favor, type in the comments what you learned or you got out of this message today, so I know what's getting through. What I am transmitting, you are receiving. So type in what you received today and tag a friend. Share this on someone's timeline. Be a repeater. That's the other one. A repeater, like station or repeater station that actually repeats what they learn to transmit to someone else so that they can receive and then transmit to someone else, right? So be the go-giver. God bless. Take care. I'll see you tomorrow with another episode of how you can grow your life, specifically your business. Bye for now.